Welcome you back. Here it is 3 o'clock, and a lot of moving parts are going on today. We're following two congressional hearings that we want you to be aware of. We told you a little while ago about what's going on with Barney Franks and the $350 billion, the one given and the one that may be given. We're also following now, and this is the one on the right, Hillary Clinton. This is her confirmation hearing for Secretary of State. It's important not because there's any doubt whether she's going to be confirmed, but because the question will arise as to this unique situation we're following. Her husband, as we all know, is the former president of the United States, and that in and of itself brings with it some potential conflicts of interest here, most of all having to do with his foundation. Let's bring in Patricia Murphy from CitizenJanePolitics.com. You've been there today. You've been following these hearings. What's the news coming out of there now?
Well, the biggest news is the bit that you just had on where the question came up about Hillary Clinton and President Bill Clinton's foundation and the perception or the possible perception of conflicts of interest based on the role of the foundation, the donors to the foundation, and policy of the U.S. government. That has been a real sticking point for not just Republicans, but also Democrats. And we heard there Senator Richard Lugar raise that. And it's very important that he is the Republican who did that. He's the most senior Republican on this committee. He's seen as a statesman, seen as being quite nonpartisan. He raised this in a very serious manner and made her go on the record to say that she will do everything she can to avoid conflicts of interest. He had wanted her to say that the foundation would no longer take any money from foreign governments or foreign interests. She has chosen not to do that. Bill Clinton has chosen not to do that, so he wanted her at least to go on the record, and they have raised their very serious concerns about the role of foundations.
Well, but let's get through a couple of things. The first thing is this is not going to hold up her confirmation, or is it?
No, it will not, certainly. Up to this point, this has been a very, very smooth hearing. She got really quite laudatory comments from both Democrats and Republicans. Republicans have said that she is extremely qualified, that she certainly brings to the table kind of a perception of the United States' role in the world that they can more than live with. Democrats are thrilled with the fact that she's coming aboard, but this is the sticking point that is still out there, and it is something to be watched for Hillary Clinton as she goes forward as Secretary of State. Yeah.
Well, what we heard her say just moments ago, and those of you who are just now joining us, if you were with us about 10 minutes ago, we watched this live here on CNN where she was asked by Senator Dick Lugar the money question about, listen, how are you going to handle this situation, this potential conflict of interest between you and your husband? And what she seemed to be saying is, trust me, I'm going to handle this on a case-by-case basis. I've dealt with this kind of situation in the past. I know it's unique, but you just got to trust us.
Yes. It's clearly an unprecedented situation, but she really held her own there, and she didn't really budge. He had said, you know, again, he wanted the foundation to stop receiving foreign money. That's because he doesn't want there to even be a perception that a foreign government is trying to curry favor with the United States government by going through the back door of the Clinton Foundation. They refused to do that, and they're really holding the line on that. They're disclosing who the donors are, but they're not forswearing any foreign donations.
Great stuff. Good job. Good work. Patricia Murphy, CitizenJanePolitics.com, right there at that hearing, watching it as it's gone on throughout the day. Thanks again.
Thank you.